Hello, everybody. My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome to False Positive Paradox. And how was that for an opening scene? My God, I was just gonna skip to the, let's get into the game part here, but I saw that and I was like, man, y'all gotta see this. But, like I said, all that excitement aside, welcome to the False Positive Paradox. We're playing scary games again, just because I love them so much, and this one immediately jumped out at me. It is a relatively long horror puzzle game about probability. There's a description on the itch.io page, which I'm gonna link in the description below, so go check it out and read a little bit more if you want to know more about this before going into it yourself. But I'm gonna go in blind, knowing nothing, because that's the best way to do it. For those of you that are new to the channel, no, I am not Markiplier, but I appreciate the comparisons nonetheless. So if you're here for the ride and you like what you see, make sure to subscribe and let me know if you like this, because I'm more than happy to keep them coming. So anyways, with all that said and done, let's jump into False Positive Paradox and see what we have in store. This game contains strong language and heavy themes such as violence, abuse, sexual assault, death, and self-harm. Some scenes contain flickering lights. It may not be suitable for those with photosensitive epilepsy. That was your warning. Okay, what do we got here? This game explores the nature of probability, but unbridled randomnesses can vary immensely. What sort of experience would you like? Recommended. Give me a representative playthrough where the randomness has been tamed. I understand the outcomes will not be truly random, but they will still be unpredictable. I want to experience true randomness. True randomness can be very unfair, and you might not be able to finish. Well, that sounds horrible. Maybe we should go with recommended, because if this is the difficulty options, I'm gonna guess this is hard, but well, if it says recommended, right? So, this is clearly the developers pushing me in a direction. It's really out of my hands. Hi there. What can I do for you? Is this me? Oh, no, it's not me. Never mind. I thought this was me. Left click to advance the text. Okay. Use the square bracket keys, that thing and the other thing, to change mouse sensitivity. I think it's okay. I mean, we can turn it up a lot. That's probably give you a headache. Alright, whatever. Moving on. My apologies. My mind's blanking. Remind me, it was Mr. Decker. Of course. How can I help? One of your colleagues said you've been acting a little strange since your last mission. I'm assuming the blue text is the blue man. How so? Well, that's what we're here to discuss. I guess that's the voice I'll do for him. Who said I was acting strange? They preferred to remain anonymous. Oh, that's fine. Now, before we begin, would you mind completing a short test? I don't have a choice, do I? What are you testing me on? Your quantitative reasoning and cognitive function. Only 2 questions. Is it necessary, Lieutenant? Nah, it's just a formality and is completely optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Use the numpad or keyboard to choose a dialogue option. 1, sure. 2, I'll pass on the math. I better do my maths. Make sure my cognitizations is calibratified. Okay, question 1. The military approaches... I don't know why I can't speak. Immediately I cannot speak. I apologize. It's gonna happen a lot. So buckle in. You're probably watching this going to sleep anyway, so, carry on. Question 1. The military approaches Abraham Wald of the Statistical Research Group, SRG, seeking advice on how to best minimize the amount of bomber planes lost to enemy fire. Their predicament is that too little armor leaves... I've heard of this before. I know what this is. For the life of me, I cannot remember. Their predicament is that too little armor leaves the planes vulnerable, and too much makes the planes too heavy and fuel inefficient. Each time a bomber plane returned, the military tallied the bullet holes by section, and this data is provided to the SRG. I remember this. For the life of me, I cannot remember from where, but I've definitely seen this whole thought experiment before. I just cannot remember off of the top of my head what it is. It's, survivorship bias. That's what it's called. So we have the different sections of the plane, X, Y, and Z, and M is miscellaneous, and the bullet holes per square foot. So X is 1.11, Y is 1.73, Z is 1.55, and M is 1.80. So, more bullet holes per square foot in M. Which section of the plane is most important for Abraham to advise the military to armor? I feel like your brain would go to M, because there's more bullet holes per square foot, right? But this doesn't take into account what has actually survived, because this only tells you where the planes can get hit and make it back. This doesn't tell you about whether or not they could get hit and survive, right? Something like that? I'm not sure. I don't know what to say. I feel like there's no right answer to this, is what I'm getting at. So we're gonna go with 4? Yes, Section M has the most damage, but it's actually more important to armor the section with the least damage. What? Okay, boss, you got it. Consider this. Do all planes return for data collection? This is what I'm talking about. What sort of planes don't return? Our data is biased because it doesn't include planes that crash. Yeah, it's survivorship bias. I don't understand these kind of things, because I got a smooth brain, but somebody out there is very intelligent. It's the game developer, very smart person. If a plane is shot in Section X, it was most likely to crash or malfunction, meaning the least likely to return. This is why Section X has the least damage. Therefore, Section X is the most important to armor. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it does take that into account. I suppose I could have thought about that. I didn't think about thinking about that. Excuse me. I wasn't ready for this today. I thought I was going to play a fun space game. I didn't realize I was going to do math. I guess I did say that I wanted to. Anyway, next question. Question 2. Imagine the following situation. 1 in every 1,000 expeditions through a tunnel results in certain death. Therefore, a device is developed that predicts whether it's safe to travel through the tunnel by either displaying safe or death. This device always has a 99% chance to be correct and a 1% chance to error. Assume there is no way to tell whether the tunnel is safe other than the device. You are about to enter the tunnel and your device displays death. What is the probability of your death? Your life depends on it. I gotta give you a number. 99% chance to be correct and a 1% chance to error. There's no way to tell whether the tunnel is safe other than the device. About to enter the tunnel and your device displays death. I suppose would that make it a 1% chance to error? I want to guess that it's going in to account for the fact that we're taking into account the fact that it could be wrong, right? The probability of my death, if it says death, is a 1% chance to die? I don't know. We're going to give him a 1%. Not quite. The right answer is 90. Wait, that's also wrong. The right answer is 9? See? You weren't ready for math today either, Mr. Blue Guy. You're just here to confuse me. That doesn't sound right. I think who has written this is mistaken. You know what? Let's forget the exam. I'll double check the math later. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one here that's completely lost. And you wanted me to take the math test. My goodness. Okay, now we're going to go to space. Tell me everything you remember, Mr. Decker. In chronological order. We're sitting here in the viewing board here. Okay. Okay, I made my way to the planet, alone on the ship. Sounds like a long time on the ship by yourself. Luckily, I didn't feel lonely then, nor do I now. And you were the first to land there, yes? Information from satellite analysis had predicted that the risk of life was within the acceptable range. I was told I was the first, but I suspected otherwise. It felt better believing other people had already made the journey. But they didn't. Press tab to review your mission journal while the ship lands. Okay. Once you land, open the journal. We'll pause time for you to read at your own pace. Good, thank God I have the ability to control the space-time continuum with a button push. Worried. Here we go. Your job, acid and metal audio logs. Okay, your job, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to recover aluminium from the ocean floor. Move the ship close to the metal structures on the planet. It will automatically scan for aluminium shards. Drive down only if you get a positive signal. The ship will land. The most dense region of the megaliths. The further you travel, the less there will be. Okay, so recover aluminum from the ocean floor. Move the ship close to the metal structures on the planet. Automatically scan for them. Dive only if you get a positive. Got it. On AL-9115D, the sea is full of anaerobic bacteria, and they've added a shit ton of acetic acid to the hydrosphere. There's so much that it's evaporating from the ocean, rising, cooling, condensing into liquid, and becoming acid rain. If you took off your suit, you would notice the air would smell like vinegar. That's if you weren't distracted by your skin, eyes, and lungs burning while you suffocate. So, don't take off the suit. Metal. See the massive cuboid structures? They're pure aluminium megaliths. No one knows how or why they got here. More importantly, who did their chemistry? What happens when acid melts metal? It reacts to make salt and hydrogen. More on that in their respective sections. Aluminum's toxicity to bacteria will provide sterile zones of inhibition that you can drive within. We'd like to minimize contamination, but you must not dive down anywhere other than positive detection sites. When you do get a positive signal, do not swim outside the zone of inhibition. Keep this in mind when you park your boat. And now we've landed. Is my screen covered? Am I allowed to get up? Oh, good. I finished that just in time. Okay. Use F to toggle flashlight. Oh, boy. Oh, where am I going? Pardon? Hello? Okay. F to toggle flashlight. Use E to interact. Certain actions require you to press Shift to stop interacting. Okay. Okay, the Pythagorean letter two-way spread shows the two paths in which man's life is led. The right-hand track to sacred virtue tends, through steep and rough at first, in rest it ends. The other broad and smooth, but from its crown, on rocks the traveler is tumbled down. He who to virtue by harsh toils aspires, subduing pain's worth and renown acquires. But who seeks slothful luxury and flies, the labor of great acts dishonored dies. So what is this, work hard and get rewarded? Is that what I'm looking at here? Okay, well there was a note. That's definitely not left there by accident, certainly. Okay, so let's see, board the ship and exit the rocket. So, is it gonna give me something to eat? Okay, so there is like a map up there in the top left, it looks like, of where I am versus where I can be. Or no, what is that? Oh no, that's not a map, that's a direction thing? Okay, we have a monitor here to look at. You can use a scroll wheel to zoom in and out of the monitor. Okay. Oh. Metal shard detection is always 90% accurate. Oh god. It's 17.5 degrees Celsius, by the way. We got course, no shard detected, rocket, course, okay. We'll steer boat. Alrighty, we are ready to go. W thrust, S brake, AD steer, control is headlight, yep. Shift is stop steering, X is disable this message. What do we have here? So, am I on the ocean right now? Or is there like... Oh, this is definitely an ocean, right? It's moving? Yeah? Okay. Let's see. View monitor. Where am I? That's the ship. That's gotta be me. Let's see. And I guess this is the randomness taking into account. We're gonna go over to this. This is unknown. Alright, we're going to go right above it. Am I able to scan with the other thing? We're gonna get right over the center. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. Negative. Okay, I didn't even realize what I was looking at. That's a big old thing there. Whoa. Okay, yeah, I should have looked up. My god. I don't even know how I didn't see that. There's giant things up in the sky, I tell you what. Okay, well, let's move on over to this one. Mission journal updated. Okay. Temperature. This mission sounds easy, right? Here's the problem. This planet's sun is setting, and the atmosphere is cooling. That acid rain is going to become acid snow, then acid hail. Freezing point depression means it'll hail at around 5 degrees Celsius. This planet's weather is particularly conducive to needle hail. You want an icicle of acid penetrating your suit and skull at 54.6 kilometers an hour? The answer is no, and keep an eye on the temperature. And signature, what's this? The right panel on the boat's console shows you the nearest metal signature. This looks like... Okay, so it goes into more in-depth about what I'm looking at here. Course settings shows the distance to the nearest megalith. You may need to use this if visibility is low. Fine shows the distance to the nearest aluminum shard. When you get a positive signal, it'll be relayed to the top left of your HUD. Drive off the back of the boat, and it will guide you to the shard. Rocket simply shows how far you are from your rocket, which you will need to return when you're finished. Okay, good to know. Audio logs. What do we have here? Oh boy, more to read. So, all right, who's up first? It's green. What should I do for green? I can go. I don't know why that's it. Not you. Why not? Anyone else? Hammond, you're up. Fuck that. What's wrong with me going first? I'm just as trained as anyone else. Got something to prove? Sure do. The only one here who came from a shithole planet and couldn't rely on nepotism. Forget him, he's an idiot. It's people like him that said I'd never be here. And you proved them wrong. That's what pulled me in, remember? I know. There's nothing wrong with you going first. In principle. Just looking out for you. Aw, as your commander. Ha! You weren't the one giving the commands last night. Oh, we got blue now. Guys, seriously, can you two not, while we're working, at least hop on a different communications channel? Fuck's sake. Look, a commander should view everyone equally. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Oh, what's going on here? Somebody in their shenanigans. Interesting. Okay. How did the audio log recording system go? It wasn't very useful. I was by myself. I never said anything aloud, so the log was empty. An audio log recording? What on earth? Ooh! Who are these people, and why did their conversation show up on the ship's audio log? Those people must be talking about another planet. I was told I was the first one to land here. Unless... Could EFU have already sent a crew tasked with the same mission as me? The audio log recording system can tell voices apart, record the names of the speakers to piece together what happened. Click on a speaker's name, by default, to type in a new surname. Oh, so I can change the name? So we're gonna do, Bob? Alright, can I do that? Can I do Bob? Or is this something I actually have to find their name? Because that's kind of awkward. Maybe I just do this to keep track of them? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I ought to just not change the names. I'm gonna make up these people here. I'm not paying no attention, nothing. I'm just clicking buttons. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead and we are gonna scan this megalith now. Let's see what we have here. Okay, let's see. And negative again. No shard detected. Okay. Gonna zoom out a little bit here. Go back over to this one then, the one behind the rocket. We'll see if we can find something here. Very ambient game. It's plain, but very ambient. Relaxing, even. One might say soothing. Sailing on the metallic seas. The acid seas. Oh, what do we have here? Mission journal update. And we got another scan going on here. Anything positive and still negative. Okay, well, we got some else to read, at least. Okay, so. Log 2. Oh, we got even more colors now. Wait, we're diving one at a time? I thought we were diving together. All 10 of us at once? 9. The commander's a pilot, not a diver. As in, I thought we were diving in groups. No can do. Orders from EFU. It's a safety precaution. Safety? What happened to safety in numbers? Let's call it not putting too many eggs in one basket. What's that supposed to mean? It means the EFU doesn't know for sure what's in the ocean, but they're pretty sure it's safe. I don't like those chances. Why are you thinking of diving in groups? So multiple people can die at once. If there is something down there, we'd only need one death to confirm it. Remember the scale of the EFU. Across millions of space missions, it'll end up saving more lives than it endangers. Quit it, you two. You're scaring him. Bauer terrified by women. Nothing new. So we are getting our first name here. So this is the original guy. I named him Bob. That's probably not his name. But that's the name he got. So I think green. I think this is Bauer. Fairly certain this is Bauer. Cool. I think. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Eventually. Alright, moving on. So you're also not positive, so let's, we'll keep going, I guess. We will go another way. Only dive if it's positive. That's all we have to do. Honestly, now that we're on an ocean, which already adds extra layers of horrifying, they don't know if there's anything in the water. Mission journal updated again? Got another log? You really go around saying that? Of course, it's my favorite quote. You should hear the commanders. Commander, you told me once, didn't you? You said someone close to you had said it organically, and you couldn't believe they'd made it up on the spot. You instantly fell in love with it. Something along the lines of becoming an astronaut? Oh yeah, it goes. You know science when you become an astronaut, but it's only when you're in space that you live it. I just love it. Not sure who told me, but if I remember, I'll let you know. What's taking the scan so long? We've been sitting here for a while. I can't recall why we stopped here. I think it was reading the audio logs. Did we scan this location already? Yeah, pretty sure it was negative. Makes sense. We're all here, no one dived. Are we on a time crunch? Yep, let's move. So, who's gonna dive first? They're getting lost reading the audio logs too, huh? We know the white one is the commander. So, whoever is named as the commander, that's whose it is. Also, I'm guessing red is Hammond then, I suppose. I'm just going out on a limb here. Alright. think that's it. Whoa. My God. When I stop, it just completely throws me out of here. Okay, we're moving on. We are gonna find some aluminium. We are. Didn't it say I have to watch out for it to drop below 5 degrees Celsius? I'm pretty sure it's what it said. Because I don't want to get impaled by the massive acid hail spikes. Negative again. Is it just going to keep telling me negative until I finally get what I need here? Kind of worried about going too far away. Because if the temperature will rapidly drop, I really don't want that. Is it going to get darker out eventually, I imagine? Is there a day-night cycle? Because if that, it said the sun is setting. I mean, how long am I going to be here looking at this? Okay, let's keep going. We can find here. Eventually I'm going to find something. Positive, okay. Nice, switch to the fine signature and dive down to retrieve a shard. And then how do I dive? Oh, maybe I got, that's right, it said here under signature, the fine setting shows the distance to the nearest aluminium shard. When you get a positive signal, be relayed to the top left of your HUD, drive off the back of the boat and it will guide you, or dive off the back of the boat and it will guide you to the shard. So do I gotta go out the back of the boat? I gotta open it, oh, I gotta go. Oh no. Oh God. If I gotta take one of these with me? If I got one already? Okay, well, I really don't want to. I'm moving on my own. The boat is moving. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I hate this so much. This is the worst thing. Press shift when swimming to propel yourself downwards. Oh God. Oh, I hate this. Oh dear Lord, I hate this. Oh God. Oh. Oh. I hate this. Watch, the very first thing I encounter be like eaten by monster immediately. I don't even get a chance to react, it's just I'm dead. Okay, so this is the shard, yeah? I am not fond of this. Very, very not fond. What am I doing? Okay, so is it like a little shard that I need to find? What is this? Is this what I need? Have I found it? Looks like a shard to me. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wow. God, I hate this so much. Ugh. I swear to God, I'm gonna look up, the lightning is gonna go off, and there's gonna be a giant sea monster up there waiting to have Ballman for dinner. Not even in like a fun way, like a get eaten way, which is not what I'm into, so stay away from me. Drop the shard off on the ship. That wasn't too bad. I'd say that's about 10 kilograms. I should have time to get 4 of those. 3 more to go. So what do I do then? Just, is that it? That's it? I got it? Okay. So is there only 1 shard per monolith? I mean, that seems awful because there's enormous crystals down there, but I mean, if you say so, fine, whatever, don't question you. I suppose I have a 90% chance to be a dumbass. I've really done well with RNGesus. Also, I've noticed it's getting darker and the temperature is going down quite rapidly. It's a whole degree colder, I guess? I don't speak European, so I have no idea what that means up there. It's getting dark. Alright, scanning. Ah. Screen's not doing so good. Already scanned. Okay, so it will not tell me whether or not it's good. It'll just... I just have to trust that I remember what I'm doing. Okay. I couldn't help but notice that I am gone. And visibility is going down. Not a fan of that. At all. And we gotta switch back to course, that's right. Okay, let's see. And negative. Okay. I don't really want to get too far away from the ship, I worry that I'm going to be screwed if I do. RNGesus is my monitor. I don't know. Maybe it's best to just not take chances? Okay. Whoa! Audio log, okay. Nice work, Lane. If I change this guy's, name to Commander, because we do know that. Man, it was tough swimming back up with that. Thank God for the propellers. Did you guys hear me while I was down there? No, must have been some sort of interference. I guess this man's name is Lane. Yellow is Lane. It could be electromagnetic interference, yes. And since the metal detection uses electromagnetic fields as well, the source of interference could also be the reason our detection tool isn't 100% accurate. We can handle that, Yang. Get ready, you're next. How was it down there? Quite dark. The water's a bit cloudy and the floor is covered with salt. The same stuff is coating the metal. That's why the shard is a matte white. So is this Yang then? Is Pink Yang? I'm guessing? Ah, it's aluminium acetate. You had trouble bringing up that little thing? Carrying more weight means you need more force, more time, more oxygen, and more energy. You laugh, but it's incredibly easy to die diving. Overexertion, equipment failure, panic, bad oxygen management, or you're just inexperienced, out of your depth. Sounds like this is your millionth dive, Grandma. Congrats. I used to dive a lot, actually, with my friends. Oh, did you lose them in the First World War? Wow, this Hammond guy's a dick, isn't he? I lost them to time. We drifted away. Happened to me, too. You can enjoy being yourself. You could be alone and not lonely. That's a dangerous thing, not feeling lonely. One day when you're old, you might wake up in your bed by yourself and realize you are lonely. You were lonely the whole time, and you didn't know it. At that point, it'll be too late. So we're going to go ahead and call them Grandma, affectionately, of course, because that's the closest thing I've got to knowing at all who these people might be. So, I don't know if we need actual names. I'm gonna guess yes. We're getting there, though, right? Has light blue been seen before? I mean, there's 9 people, right? Well, 10, including Commander. We still don't know who green is yet. I guess the best thing to do is to just play until you figure it out. Okay, so we are a little bit closer, and we are good to go. A little closer to this, we'll scan it, see how we are. Come on. Negative again. God, it's horrifying. The waves getting worse and me occasionally going underwater, I'm not gonna lie, absolutely horrifies me. I don't know if that was an intentional design or if that just happened, but consider me horrified. Anything ocean related. There could be no monsters in this at all, and just the concept that there might be is enough to horrify me. Mission journal updated, we got another one. Okay, hydrogen. The pure hydrogen produced rises to the top of the atmosphere, and it's been collecting there for who knows how long. Pure hydrogen is not explosive until it mixes with a bit of oxygen. The storm is below the hydrogen layer, so the lightning probably won't ignite it. We don't know exactly how much oxygen is on the planet, but we've used cold gas thrusters on the spacecraft anyway. That way we'll have no combustion sources. Rather be safe than cooked in a 2,000 degree Celsius planetary inferno. Dear Lord, that sounds horrifyingly metal. Could you imagine? Is that something that could happen? Did you code that into the game? I sure hope Planetary Inferno is one of the DLCs. Hey, there we go. Alright, we got fine. So, do I gotta go around to get a little closer to where it might be? Because, like, I don't want to just drop down. No, it's not that way. Maybe it's on the other side of the monolith? Or megalith or whatever. I don't know the difference. The mega monolith. Megalith, a monolith. I think I remember reading there is a border. That's why I'm kind of being a little cautious, because at a certain point this stops being safe, right? Okay, we're like, let's see, 109, 10, back up. A little farther. I think we're good. So then we're going to jump off the back. Do I need to put a new oxygen thing on? Is that something I have to worry about? Or doesn't it matter? Oh well. Well, God, I hate my life. Hallelujah. Here we go. Stick into the side of the monolith. It will not save my life if a giant monster's underwater. That did not need to scare me as much as it did. I'm just waiting for death. That's why I'm horrified. Ugh. God. Y'all happen to hear that? I see the shard. I'm going. Oh, sterile zone limit is 13 away? Alright, back up we go. We just gotta go up. Fine. Bottomless expanse, big giant glowing rock. I definitely hear things. I'm sorry. Better be some important rocks. Okay. Ah! We're moving. It's just, I don't like this. I do not. I don't like any of this. I feel like with this being the way it is, eventually I am going to lose my signal, and I'm gonna have to just guess where I might be. Depth? Am I going down? Water level's going up. Storm's getting worse. God. My force. how far away from a monolith I am. Yeah, I'm gonna have to solely rely on that at some point, I am sure of it. As long as I don't see nothing come out of the water after me. The lights in the background slowly falling down from the sky vaguely remind me of anglerfish, and that terrifies me. Ugh. Have I been this way before? I'm wasting time going in circles, I really am. Ugh. I don't know what that was, I thought I saw a thing. Maybe not. There's definitely things. There's definitely things here. Negative, you say that. Mine just flat out won't tell me unless it detects what I've noticed. Whether there's one down there or not. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a risk on one of these eventually. I feel like if I lose signal and I keep the rocket to my left, it's not a big deal. To my left. My left. Just gotta get back into the ship before it gets too cold, and we'll be fine. Storm stopped? I don't know if I like that. That's horrifying. It's not. That actually makes it less, like, horrifying. It's not as ambiently scary. Negative. Okay, we have another audio log. What do you got? You'll be fine, Bauer. Yeah, it was super easy. Don't worry about the oxygen. We have heaps. I even brought spare tanks, one for each diver. But there are 9 tanks here. Oh, weird. Must have brought an extra one. Even better. So who wants to volunteer to go after him? Anyone? I can go again. Sure, then we'll do Osmond and Nash. Sounds good. Agreed. Osmond and Nash? So how are we gonna know? Who is who? Osmond and Nash. So there's 2 more names we know of. We don't know who these people are. They haven't been brought up, and I haven't seen them since. I haven't seen Green in a while. Where's Green? Have they been in any of the previous logs? Past the first one? Not at all. They still around? Kinda makes me wonder. And that lavender color. Science-y type, it sounds like. Interesting. I don't know, but we have 2 more names. Osmond and Nash. Why would I need to be here? Another one? Okay. Log 6. Why have we stopped again? Did someone dive here? No, we're all here. Did someone just come up? I can't remember. Did I dive? I thought you didn't go through the advanced diving training, Commander. But we're all wearing the same suits. And my suit's wet. It's raining so hard that everyone's suits are wet, even if they're under cover. I think I dived. Are you sure? I think so. I remember what it looks like down there. Tell us. It was dark. The water was cloudy. The floor had salt all over it. That's the same shit Lane said, but I can see it clearly in my memory. Memory is prone to error. Can you give us anything else? Something Lane didn't mention? Did you see the small lights on the transom of the boat? Little purple blinking arrows? Forget it. The human mind is incredibly suggestible. If Nash believes the false memory, his brain will easily fabricate more details each time we question him, unless the memory is completely vivid. We can't trust it. We can't all be misremembering. One of us have dived. So Nash is this one? Does that make sense? The lavender color there? Okay, yeah, I guess that kind of lines up. Maybe Grandma is Osmond? Might be. We'll try Osmond for that. Doesn't really sound like a grandma name, but then I don't know what that... I mean, yep, whatever. We'll go with it. We're fine. The commander's not a diver, so he doesn't dive. Even if he says he doesn't. These guys' brains are starting to kind of get linked up. Sort of freak me out a little bit, wondering about my own state of mind here. Alright, we'll go. We are definitely having some issues here. The farther away I get from the ship, the worse the monitor gets. It looks negative again. I'm starting to wonder if I'm going in circles. Might be. These guys that were here before me certainly were. Of course, now the one that sent me out here, the blue guy, it seemed like he was misremembering as well. I mean, he's blue. Was that Osmond, maybe? I just kind of, some ideas here. I don't know. Oh well, let's keep moving. We can find here. We'll get something. We will get something. We got another one again. Salt. The reaction also creates salt. The acid is stealing the metallic atoms from the megaliths and using them to create aluminium acetate. Below the ocean surface, pure metal will dissolve into the ocean until it reaches saturation. Above the ocean surface, the structures are being eroded by rain. weakening them until strikes of lightning tear off debris that sink down. Salinity is also the reason you'll naturally float, even with a suit on. That's why you need your propellers to dive. If we're lucky, there will be pure aluminium shards small enough to carry home on the ocean floor. So you say. Okay, let's keep moving. We got one right in front of us. These headlights are just about useless, though, I gotta tell you. I cannot see a thing. These monoliths come up on me, it could be a monster for all I know. I am very far away from my rocket, also. I have noticed that. Kinda makes me wonder if the sounds are ambient in the background, or if I am not alone. Good possibility either way. And we have another one. Come on in. Alright, positive. Nice. Fine. Closest I can be here. Go around which side I've got to be. I really don't like the idea of diving in a mysterious alien ocean in the middle of the night. I have played Subnautica. Blamed that game entirely for my behavior surrounding oceans. What do we have here? Their audio log. Or not? I got nothing. Is that a bug? Or am I just going crazy? Could be, honestly. I mean, whatever. Dear Lord. Okay. God, I hate this. This is the worst. Have I mentioned? Oh, yeah? Oh, God damn it. Okay. Ugh, sweet Jesus. Here I go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. God, I hope that's me swishing around. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, here it is. I got it. Time to go. Time to get the hell out of here. Nope. Nothing down here. We're safe. We're fine. Everything's fine. Out of the water. Get me the hell out of here. Okay. That evokes the feeling of running up the steps. Thinking that the monster's chasing you. You gotta hurry up and get up there quick. Oh, God. Rocket, by the way, can I trust this? Tell me the truth about where it is. I don't think I can. Maybe I should turn back? I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't go too far out. Once the sun goes down, I feel the temperature's gonna drop very quickly. Also, it did definitely say there was another log, it just didn't give me one. Is that supposed to happen? I guess? I don't know. This game just exists to melt my brain. God. This is getting confusing. Definitely is getting confusing. And I'm not getting closer to the rocket. I thought I was, but I'm not. Definitely not. I should probably think about swirling back around. I'll check the... Go back. The screen isn't working. There must be another way to find megaliths. Yeah, the giant black structures in the middle of the dark. Okay. Oh, God. I hate this. I do. Well, apparently I'm going towards one, so we'll stay course here. Pitch black, middle of an alien ocean, sailing towards what I hope is a megalith. Oh, and there's no way to know. You just have to rely on this entirely. Okay, great. Wonderful. Well, I need one more. Of course, horror movie convenience. Now the device stops working. Just out here in the middle of the ocean, I have no idea where I'm at. I'd 100% be out of here so fast. Okay, we have another audio log. Nice job, that's our third shard. Thanks. Roberts, your go. By the way, what's the hit rate on the scanner? Let's see, about 15% of our readings were positive. Why? But hang on. Divide by 0.8. What's she on about? Something doesn't add up. The tool is 90% accurate, right? Yeah. And yet every time it detected aluminum, it's been there. No one has returned without material. Yes, that's to be expected. No, it's not. If the tool says metal, how likely is it to be correct? 90%. That's how likely it is to be correct if it truly finds metal. You're ignoring false positives. Who cares? I do. And I've just done the math. Where's more likely when we get a positive signal? What's more likely when we get a positive signal? We find metal and the tool is right? Or we find metal and the tool is wrong? How are we supposed to know? Fox, is this important? I'm guessing orange is Fox, I suppose? Hold on, we gotta go back up. Let's see. I wouldn't be telling you if it wasn't. The tool is 90% accurate and the hit rate is 15%. That implies that 6% of megaliths actually have shards, which means the precision of positive readings is a third. Why are we doing statistics? Get to the point. My point is, if the tool says metal, it is twice as likely that the tool is wrong than it is right. Yet it is still 90% accurate at the same time. That's nonsense. No, she's right. The tool is 90% accurate, but our targets are 94% empty. It's a veridical paradox. Every time it says metal, we should expect to find nothing. So we've got a third chance 3 times in a row? Yeah. All that fuss for 1 in 27 odds? Not that surprising. But it's strange, isn't it? It's 4% likelihood. Consider ourselves lucky. Suspiciously lucky. We're missing something. Yeah. Boy, math is confusing and horrifying, but that does make sense. If it's only 90% accurate, why am I finding one every time? Should it not be wrong every once in a while? You'd think I should be. I don't know. We're moving back towards the rocket, and we do have another megalith we're going towards now. Let's see if it gives me something. What happens if I just dive anyway? Oh, back? Did I go too far away? Is that my problem? I hear these noises, and I can't help but think I'm not alone here. Look, Commander, we're sitting here again, next to a megalith, and yet no one dove. What did the scan say? I can't remember, but it must have been negative. Otherwise, one of us 4 would have dived. Fox, I need to ask you something. Yeah? You were the last one to dive, right? Yes. Did you see the small purple arrows on the back of the boat when climbing back on? Yes. Fuck! What's wrong? I made it up. There are no purple arrows, but wait a minute. I've seen them. What's gotten into you, Yang? There are purple lights. I saw them, so did I. Go take a look, Fox. They're not there. Fine, they're right over... They're somewhere. Just give me a second to find them. We can't trust our memories. Fox was right. Something's wrong. Wait, are you implying that we're waiting here because someone is diving? Right now. And we've somehow forgotten they exist. You guys are overthinking this. Are we just gonna move on and leave them behind? Yang. We're not leaving anyone behind. So blue is Yang. I was very wrong about that. Where's the other one I labeled as Yang? Do I have 2 as Yang? Or did it go back to not being anybody? Blue is definitely Yang. It was purple. I had left it as Yang. So I'll let that be that. Purple or pink is not Yang. Okay. So we're moving back on along then. So wait a minute. What it's saying is that... Okay, so wait a minute now. So now that they've forgotten 5 of the people exist. No wonder we stopped seeing the colors. No wonder green hasn't been here in forever. There hasn't been a green. Because that person was forgotten about. They're just gone. And the colors are less and less as we go. The Fox, Hammond, Commander, and Yang. There's only 4. Ash, Osman, they're gone too. They're just gone. And they mentioned that there was only 4? Otherwise, one of us 4 would have dived. Everybody's forgetting that people exist. There's 5 people that are gone. So green, Bauer is gone, Nash, Osman, and whoever that green color is, they're gone. Nash, Osman, Bauer, and Green. Dear Lord. Okay, where did I leave off here? You guys are overthinking this. Can we just get a move on and leave them behind? Yang, we're not leaving anyone behind. No one dived here. We all agree on that. Do you realize you're up next, Hammond? Yeah, and I'm gonna go down there and prove to you that everything is fine. So, is this an implication that probability only works whenever you believe that it does? Is that what this is? I'm also horrified by the noises. Because, am I the commander? Am I the one leaving people behind? And I'm just remembering that I've dived myself, even though every time I've gone down, I imagine it's me? And the noises I hear down below are them. Trying not to get left behind. Alright, we got a positive. Hell yeah. So now we just have to... Okay, fine. See which way we are best around here. I do not want to screw around. I want to be able to go right down. If I can help it, I'll be right on top of this thing. Because now I'm expecting things to be horrifying. I don't get the vibe that this is going to be a jump-scary game, but I've been wrong about that before. So, okay, is this going to be whenever it's like, just kidding now, it's always wrong. Joke's on you. You know, this is horrifying. Have I mentioned that? Bottom of the ocean is a nightmare. They're right, though. I don't see any arrows anymore. Oh, God. The noises are awful. Okay, we're going this way. 45. Roger, Captain. Seeking shard. In the salt ocean. Here we go. And we got it. Time to go. Gonna hug the wall. And I pick it up and the noises stop. It doesn't make me feel better. In fact, it makes it worse. And the fact that they're getting louder does not spark joy. Me out of here. Yep, me out of here. We're done. That's 4. Okay. Woo! Dear Lord. Okay, hang on a second, though. I want to read this. I just noticed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 gas tanks. They're not disappearing. Who's using them, is what I mean. You know what I mean? So that's 4, right? Or do I need to get 5? Oh. Do I need to get more than that? I thought all I needed to get was... I'm worried about what that sound was. Is it a sliding door? Oh. Hello? Oh! Okay, fuck this. No more scanning. Gotta get back to the rocket and leave. Yep. My thoughts exactly. And what's this? Another audio log. See, I brought up metal, no problems. And you all still remember I exist, don't you? Explain that with your theory, Yang. You got lucky. You must have had a true positive signal. Right, how convenient. Doesn't matter, because it's your turn to dive. Okay? Yang? What are you doing? Is something wrong with your suit? Fuck, there's holes in it. What? How? I don't know. It's disintegrating, and my skin's burning. Change of plans. Fox, you're diving next instead of Yang, seeing as Hammond was last. Hammond, you take Yang to emergency, and I'll steer the ship for Fox. Wait, what? You heard the commander. But the odds of... Enough of the algebra already. If Yang found inconsistencies in your dive recount, we can believe you've even dived at all? It's exhausting dragging up the metal, and now it's your turn, so get off your ass. Commander, you'll be fine, Fox. And Hammond, get your ass and Yang's the fuck to medical. Now. Yang, hop on Comm Channel B. If something happens while I dive, tell my family I love them. I won't be telling your family anything because it won't come to that. I promise you. So, all 4 of them are still here. The Yang's suit was punctured? So, am I the commander and these people are doing what I say, but I don't remember them? So was that just Yang and Hammond getting to medical? I'm guessing? Alright, let's get towards the rocket. Nope, not that way. We're just gonna steer. We gotta turn the right way here. I hate the idea of that back there, though, but I'm convinced that's what it is. It's just them doing what I told them to, and I just don't remember that they exist. I'm the commander steering the boat, and I just left Fox at the bottom of the ocean. It's crazy that you would forget that fast, though. You know? Oh, God. Hello? Somebody just left and jumped. God, some of these holes are tiny. They are probably microscopic ones, too. What do you think caused them? I'm not sure. But I'm more worried about our memory. Do we forget everyone who dives when there's an absence of metal? Why would aluminium be related to memory? Maybe it's not the absence of metal. Maybe it's the presence of what the metal sterilizes. Well, I've done my best with all the visible tears, but I'm worried it's not watertight. You know, that noise. That gonna remain persistent? You were very clear the time would stop when I'm reading. Well, I've done my best with the visible tears, okay. So I'll have to sit here the rest of the mission? I can keep you company, if you like. I wouldn't mind. Thanks, but if I can dive, then the only person the commander can send is you. Oh, yeah. Look, if you guys are right about this forgetting thing, since when are you a pussy? Yang, seriously, you're saying there's a chance I die and no one remembers me? So now you believe me? All I'm saying is, the commander isn't here. The door is locked, and we're not on the main comm channel. No one can see or hear us, so if you wanna know. What? Are you sure? Did I sound unsure about my answer? But if you'll forget me, then you'll forget all about it. Are you dense? Come on, you've probably already forgotten someone who's dived. What's more forgetting going to do? At least those people didn't... Maybe they did. Excuse me? Maybe they did, and you'd have already forgotten. Okay, that sounds bad. I'm not saying they did. Shut up. Stop talking. Wait, don't leave. The snow could seep into your suit. Move out of my way. Just get your hands off me. No one will remember. Let go. If I do, will you change the comm channel? You're not thinking straight, Hammond. No, I've thought this through. I know you're worried that there's no guarantee you'll forget because there's a chance I'll survive. That's why I won't. I'll throw myself overboard so you'll forget. Please. And if you're wrong about forgetting altogether, that's okay too. I'm not worried about what happens afterward. I'll still kill myself. Just let go of my hands, okay? I promise I'll do whatever you say. Just let go of my hands. Okay. God, that is awful. I kind of feel like I should go back there and check out what that was. I feel like I shouldn't, though, but something jumped. Yeah, something was in here and it jumped. Was it Hammond? If I go down, am I just gonna die? Because it's gonna contaminate me no matter what, so... Okay, we'll just go. I don't like this. Oh god, another one? Okay. Log 11. Commander. Ah, good, you're back. Where are we going? You're passing all the megaliths. I'm currently reading all the audio logs, and we're headed back to the ship. Do not dive, do you hear me? Why? It's not safe. I'll explain everything when we get back. I'm happy with not diving. Are 4 shards enough, though? They'll have to do. In any case, 4 shards all by yourself is impressive. Oh, no. Just give me a second. I need to read all these logs. Oh, God. That was Yang that went in the water. Oh, my God. So, Green was first. They're gone. And Green was someone close to the commander. I go back here about him talking about his favorite quote. He says he doesn't remember who told him it. I wonder if this is somebody that he forgot already. So this is all happening in real time. And every dive is one of them. But me thinking that I did it all by myself. It's just like reading through all these logs, I'm like seeing where one after the other dropped off. And the number of colors is disappearing. By log 7? Everybody is gone. Now we're at 11 and it's just Hammond and the commander. And we've completely forgot Yang existed. Dear God. Okay. Ugh. Horrifying. So then, is Hammond gonna jump off now then? There's nobody left on the boat. Are all of these people just running around at the bottom of the ocean right now, waiting to be saved? Oh my god. Do they know that they've been forgotten about? Are they forgetting that they've been forgotten about? Like, this is a brain melter, I tell ya. Oh my god. Okay. At least we're almost back to the ship, though. I hope to god we are, anyway. I was gonna say, am I going the right way? I hope so. Yep, there it is. Okay. Here we are. And we've docked. Yep, and we're good. There was another splash. Did somebody else go in? It was 12. Whoa, what are you doing? What does it look like? I'm leaving you behind. Have fun treading water. Commander! When you hop on a different comm channel, you're still recorded by the audio log, dumbass. You threw her off the ship so no one would remember what you did. Who is her? Wasn't it just 2 of us on this mission? See? You don't even fucking remember. How EFU accepted you is beyond me. You're abandoning me for something I don't remember doing? You're the same person with the same morals. In the right circumstances, you do it again. You consciously choose to forget. Did you really think that would absolve you? You're a vile, pathetic coward. Who did I throw off? Why? The temperature is almost 5. If I were you, I'd find cover. What cover? Hey, you can't just leave me to die. You'll be dismissed by the EFU for doing that. If you can save me, you must. If everyone forgets you, does that include mission control? You really think the amnesia will work across astronomical distances? I'm willing to take the risk. It won't matter. This very conversation will be in the audio logs. They'll see it. Not if I wipe them. Hey, open the door! Commander! I know you can still hear me through the comm channel. You're gonna regret this, Commander. Because the most important thing to you is your reputation as an esteemed pilot. Everyone adores your perfect record, but no one more than you. And it's really obvious. You know what else is obvious? You've never had any hardship. You're complacent. You think you can do whatever you want without consequences. I've heard rumors that you pull some strings so that you can choose one of the members of this crew. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been sleeping with them during the transit of previous missions. That was Green. Anything to say in response to that? No? You think your job is so easy, but you've just been lucky, and now the streak is too good to lose. You're scared that if anyone found out about this incident, that you left another astronaut to die, the career you built will be ruined. That's why you're wiping the logs, isn't it? How will this weigh on your conscience? You're too fucking morally righteous to be immune to the guilt of having blood on your hands. That shameful feeling will fester. It'll rot your thoughts from the inside. Do you really want that? The guilt of killing another person will never leave you. ... Did it leave you? Oh, God. Well, we're back on board. And we're getting ready to leave. Right? This way? This way? Which way? Liftoff. Warning. Departing the planet submits your solution of audio log names. Make sure you use only abbreviated surnames. I mean, I don't know what else I could do. Like the green one, I have no idea who that person might be. There's no way to tell. Absolutely not. And then green is gone immediately. So green was the first one to dive. So by log 1, green is gone. Log 2, we lose Bauer. Fox has a favorite quote. We don't ever get to find out what it is. Commander is just the name. I have no idea who they might be. Couldn't hear them while they're down there. Interference blocking the way. So there's no way to record audio logs while they're underwater. So every single audio log is recorded while they're on the surface. They're all on the boat at the beginning. Well, I think, what was it? I know that I'm the commander. I'm fairly certain. I'm not Hammond because his name was specified already. If I am the commander, would that be, what was it? Decker, I think was my name. So that's that done. I just don't have green and I don't have that pink. I did get a notification for an audio log that never came up, though, so maybe that's why I'm missing them. I'm not sure. Okay, well, are you sure you want to submit? Interact once more to lift off. Yeah, we're gonna be out of here. That'll be that. So did we leave Hammond behind? We know for sure we left the rest of them behind. Jesus. Feel like that was hard to do all by my lonesome. How could the people of the previous crew just forget people exist? The audio logs must be fake. He doesn't even remember being a part of this. But what a sad thought. If people died and no one could mourn them? No one would even know why they lived. The thought of someone returning from a mission thinking they did it alone. Someone like me. Oh god. Except, of course, I actually did this mission alone. Because I remember every moment of my journey. I steered, I scanned, I dived. It's all vivid and clear. I mean, some memories are undeniable. You know what your name is. You can't convince someone they've remembered their name wrong. Everyone trusts their memory. As I de-suit, I notice something on my finger. A ring. Oh no. I'm not married. Why am I wearing a ring? I pulled out my phone and searched my contacts. The top result is wifey, followed by an astronaut emoji. What? I scroll through the messages. I've written I love you so many times, but I don't remember anything about loving anyone. I swipe quickly, scanning the messages, loading older and older ones, searching for a name. I can't find one. I don't remember writing these messages, but I sound happy. Maybe I did have a wife, but her name isn't anywhere in these texts. Is it pathetic that I can't even remember her name? It was Green. His wife was the first one that died, and he forgot her immediately. I search among my contacts for a mother or father-in-law. I see the name Maria, and it just feels right. Is that her mother? I activate emergency interstellar connection and press the phone to my ear. The audio quality is shit. Someone picks up. Hello? A quiet old voice says. Hi, Maria? It's Max. Oh, Max! It's good to hear from you. The voice says after a minute. Light is fast. It has a long way to travel. This is a strange question, but do you have a daughter? No, I don't have a daughter. Ah, that's a relief. It's just me and David. Why do I have your number then? I don't remember, Maria says. As I pause to think, a male voice nears the phone. Maria! Yes, honey? Who is this girl? In all our photos, the male voice asks. I start to feel sick. This isn't real. No, I simply don't have a wife. What are you talking about? The phone says. Look, she's everywhere, the phone says. What the hell? The phone says. Do we have a daughter? The phone says. I don't remember, the phone says. God, I don't, the phone says in my ear. I hear sobbing. I need this phone to shut up and stop telling me lies and... What's going on, Max? Shut up. I hang up. That's enough. I don't have a wife. I'm okay. I'm fine because I never had a wife. It's okay. I never loved anyone. I'm smiling because I never had a wife. I'm fine. I'm alone. And I'm happy. Same, brother man. Same. It's just me, drifting through space. I'll be okay. Well, damn. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, I'm guessing that the game is a reference to the challenges in the beginning about survivorship bias and bad math. Here we go. Commendations. Last week, Maxwell Decker ventured to AL9115D on his own and proved that aluminium can be safely recovered from the ocean. Thanks to Decker's brave efforts, EFU can now move forward to deploy larger task forces to the area. So, is this being shown to intentionally confuse me into thinking I really was alone. Or, I mean, wow. 8 out of 9 surnames remembered correctly. Don't think about it. So I got Decker, Bauer, Fox, Hammond, Lane, Nash, Osmond, and Yang. I can continue interview. I just didn't get these two. Don't think about it. So that's my wife, I'm guessing. It's just this one I didn't get. I was never given that one. Maybe that's the one that survived. Maybe it was Hammond. I just remember hearing a splash, and somebody mentioned that I was being weird and wanted to remain anonymous. Remember all 9 surnames to unlock. God, how am I supposed to know that? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was quite a game. I really want to go back and play through it again and try to figure out where I went wrong in missing these names, because you have to actually get all 9 to continue the interview, and I really want to see the rest of this, but maybe that's something you can do. In your playthrough of The False Positive Paradox. It was a very intense game, very atmospheric, and one of the most fun indie games I've played in a long time. I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you like this, like I said in the beginning, like an hour and a half ago, whenever it was that I finally started recording this, if you like what you see, and you enjoyed my commentary, and you want to hear more like it, let me know in the comments below. Leave something behind so that I can see what you think. Leave a like or dislike. And subscribe if you want to get more like this more often. Love your support. Thanks for watching. With all that said and done, that was False Positive Paradox. And we're going to call it an episode here. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.